All right, we're back. I'm David Fagan. This is Lorena Stewart, Lorena Joy Stewart. Don't forget the joy. She's all about the joy. Look, I don't know if we got anywhere on that question. I don't. They're still texting. I don't think we got.
I don't want my inbox full.
Well, they're not. You don't say this. So they asked me. Dear Californians, as Lorena's publicist, she has. So have you ever done you have a matchmaker site or anything like that?
You know what? I just tried Bumble.
Bumble? Is that that's a dating site?
It's a dating app.
Okay.
And it's
You can find her on Bumble. Is that what you're telling people? They can
well,
find you
I
on
did.
Bumble?
The thing is, I don't actually meet. I found it to be so not organic. It felt so weird.
Rigged?
It's like, well, you know, it's not natural. It's like when you run into someone, you feel their energy and you can tell, like, you'll get together. Versus seeing a picture and they sound good on paper. I don't want to waste my time. Time is precious. I have a lot of things to do. So it's like for me.
You're making no sense at all. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So what does this all mean, Lorena?
What it means is
you're going to be alone for a very long time?
No, I'll meet the right person. I'll meet them
organically.
Organically.
In the organic section of the produce section of the grocery store. What are we talking about?
I mean, there's so many people. I'm not afraid to not find somebody.
So you're thinking that you're going to be out at some event, you're going to be networking, you're at some party, business event, whatever, and you're gonna meet the right guy there. Okay, so they can look you up on what's it called?
Bumble, but you can't look people up.
Oh, you can't? What do you do?
So Bumble is actually an app where women approve. So basically, if a guy sees your picture and he likes you, so then his picture will come up, or even if he didn't like you yet, he's in the pool of an age group and whatever. So comes up, and the woman, if you like him, it'll message him. And if he likes you, you have to take the responsibility to contact him. If you don't, he disappears and he
Do you know certain, like the time?
It has 24 hours. There's a 24-hour time frame.
He disappears. You got 24 hours to make your move.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so
cool.
You set up your profile. You enter in what you want based on what you want. Only then. So if our viewers at home want to find you, they have to guess your personality and the things that you put in there?
It's not that much to the detail. It's just
this is supposed to be like a 30-second segment, but I'm so fascinated by this.
But you know, with Bumble, there's actually celebrities on like Tinder and Bumble, and they were talking about it online on TV. It's kind of the new thing people are doing, and there's actually a lot of people in the industry on there too. So anyway, side note. There
are no side notes on television, so you know. Keep
Bumble,
going, yes.
Bumble is...
how do you spell it?
Bumble, kind of like a bumblebee.
Okay.
And you put your location settings, so it's within a radius of 10 miles, 100 miles. You put your age, so you young, so like it's...
Are you being honest? Do you think people are being honest on there?
I don't know, and that's what I question, David, because you know.
Are you being honest on there?
Of course, I am.
Of course, all right.
I am. If you see me, like me, ping me, send me a little note.
Okay, well, we want to know more about this. I think we got to start the Bumble segment here. Have you just click like on someone, you know, see what comes back. I don't think this is going to go away. Our letters are just asking about you. We want to know more about Lorena Joy Stewart. Johnny Manziel, this has been the headlines. You picked up the story. You sent this to me. What do you think is going on here?
Well, I think it's the slow fade of Johnny. I think he's had everyone reach out to him, agents, his team, teammates, family, friends. And first we saw him get dropped by a marketing company, which aren't they LeBron James, same marketing company. And so marketing companies dropped him. His agent has now dropped him. And now team owner has expressed that they will be releasing him come March. So I think, you know, we always love a good comeback. We're always rooting for a comeback. We would like to see that.
But how about just not do some of these things in the first place?
Yeah,
what about that?
Well, the domestic violence is what happened, which is really put him in he was already in a bad position as far as needing to go to rehab. But now the domestic violence takes it to a whole nother level. So I think as far as domestic violence, that's easier for him to overcome. The going to rehab and getting out of this bind of addiction, that might be a whole
I would disagree with you. I'd say it's the other thing. Right now, the NFL has to be super serious about domestic violence. They
Yeah.
cannot take. I think.
Actually, we discussed this.
Yeah, I think it's the drugs and alcohol. It's like, everybody has that problem. You got
Yeah.
a bunch of money, you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, Lorena will help you out. But if you're not sure what to do with it, for some reason you want to spend it on drugs and alcohol. That's kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
But you take it out on somebody else. You take it out on a woman,
Yeah.
especially with the NFL's problems.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're super sensitive of.
I agree with what you're saying, but what I'm thinking more is that problems will continue, like domestic violence, if he doesn't address this drug and alcohol problem.
Okay, that's true.
So
Yeah, I think that's true.
that's the root of his problem.
Yeah, that's true.
If he can get that under control, I think the other monsters
So
might
if
be
he
able to-
wasn't drunk and high so much, he might be nicer to women. That's what you're
I think,
thinking.
well, your temperament, if you're not
Look,
drunk and high all the time,
look.
This is
Breaking
a
news,
symptom.
this just in,
This is Johnny's symptom to
if you're
a
not
root
drunk or
problem.
high, you mean, look, I laugh. People say, David, you laugh so much on the show. You're talking about serious things. I'm not laughing at the
thinks
fact
I'm
that
silly.
someone's getting
He
hit.
thinks I'm silly.
I'm laughing because, so much of the stuff just seems so obvious. to me.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not perfect. People can laugh at me with the mistakes
Yeah.
I made that probably should seem really obvious. But, you're absolutely right.
Well,
That drugs and alcohol is probably a problem. But do we even know for sure he's done that? I got to be careful. I'm just up here.
Yes, because even in the report, his girlfriend or fiance, whomever she was, in the report she stated that it looked like he was high and he talked like he was out of his mind. You can find it online.
Okay, but other than her saying she was hit, I mean,
He
are
has
there
a problem.
pictures? Has he said, yeah, I'm sorry for hitting her, or something like that?
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm sure he probably apologized. I mean,
Yeah.
his
See,
life.
here we all are, just kind of like, yeah, the guy's in trouble. What do we do here? But
Yeah.
see, I think this speaks to a larger problem. You got Johnny's problem here, but you got the NFL, and they have a big problem. And a couple years ago, or even a year ago, the NFL would have come out and said, we're going to kick him out of the league, or we're going to fine him, because they wanted to take a really hard stance. But here's the problem. Roger Goodell, every fight he picks, he loses.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
He's trying to do all these
Yeah.
things. He looks so impotent right now.
Yeah.
He looks so powerless. He
Yeah.
just can't seem to get anything
Yeah.
done or get anything right. So I think that the NFL is probably happy that this team is going to waive him and get rid of him. That kind of solves the PR nightmare for them. But they have a big PR problem.
Yeah.
Did you see the big commercial that was the PR fix? Think about this.
one?
Oh, who saw the Super Bowl commercial and didn't realize it was the big PR fix?
Oh, Steve Harvey?
No. NFL
Oh,
had a big
NFL.
commercial.
No.
NFL.
Who was it?
No, during the Super Bowl, they spent a lot of money. Because remember, every commercial is worth millions and millions and millions
Correct.
of dollars. Every minute, every 30 seconds is worth millions of
yeah.
dollars. And they took up some serious time with a commercial. It was done by Seal. This was really brilliant. It was the commercial that Kissed by a Rose.
Yeah.
So it was basically featuring all the babies that were born exactly 9 months after the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen this? They're singing these choirs, and so what they're basically saying is there's a statistic out there that there is a little sharp increase of babies being born 9 months after the Super Bowl because some husband or wife is celebrating, they're happy, and it's always in that city.
That's so funny.
That's always that
Who
city.
would have thought?
So what they did is they took some of these kids from Green Bay decades ago. They're in their 40s and 50s. They took some babies that were just crying on camera from the Seattle Seahawks a couple years ago. They have some Patriots. They're like 10, 11, whatever.
Yeah.
And they have these kids singing, and they changed all the lyrics of Kiss by a Rose to Kiss, the Seal song, to about how they were conceived.
Oh my goodness.
But it's just a feel-good
so
thing, and the whole thing is NFL is family, right?
It is.
And that's what they do is they create this family kind of feeling. But boy, they need to create it because they have been hurting badly lately. So this is just one more problem. Look, it's not going to go away.
Yeah.
Anytime you have young, successful athletes with more money than they know what to do with, they're going to get in trouble. They're going to make mistakes. Some sports have done better than others. It's seemingly controlling it. I don't know if they're just covering it up more. But the NFL, man, they have just really been getting their butts kicked. Roger Goodell, I mean, he can't win a case to save his life. So he should be very lucky. He should consider himself lucky that the team's kind of doing some of his dirty work.
Yes.
And it may be the beginning of the end, for Johnny here.
Well,
So
what if another team picks him up?
well, look, teams are always looking for good quarterbacks, but do you want the PR nightmare? I don't know, and I don't even know if he's been a great quarterback lately. So, look, this is Hollywood Entrepreneur. Still more to come. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.